I call the regular meeting of Robertson County Commission in order on May the 15th. It is 7 o'clock. Madam Clerk, you gonna try to keep us on the rails tonight?
I'll do my best, Mayor.
Okay, I appreciate that. All right, commissioners, you got your computers and everybody's locked in. Answer roll call. I got 21 present, 3 absent. I declare we do have quorum. All right. This time, you will, let's see if anybody's got any ball caps on. Hey, good deal. All right, got cell phones turned off and muted, please. Bobby Hogan, Commissioner Hogan, will you come up and do our invocation followed by pledge to the flag?
Thank you for standing. We've got a special day coming up this month, Memorial Day. The reason that we can gather here this night and the freedom that we have is people have lost their lives. Us. A freedom that is not earned by us, but they paid a tremendous price for us to be here tonight. So let's remember them as we go and through the next few weeks. And, so if you know somebody that has passed because, call their family. Say, hey, we appreciate you. Appreciate what your family has done for us. Let's pray. Father, we love you and we thank you for the day that you've given us and the chance to do your work in this great county that we call Robertson. Father, we have a wonderful place, a wonderful city, a wonderful community, and it's because of you. It's because we love you and have faith in you that we can go out these doors and have a freedom that's been paid by a price, but those that have lost their lives. Father, we remember them at this time. We also thank you for those that are in harm's way with us tonight. That is standing in front of us to protect us, the police department, all those serving in that capacity, those that are ministering through that, the fire service and ambulance services. Father, we just ask that you just put a hedge around them and let them be protected in a way that only you can do. Father, thank you for the men and women that are here tonight. And we pray that as we do your work in this place, we'll look to you for the guidance and the directions. And I pray, Father, that you'll enrich your wisdom to us so that we can do the right thing to even make this county even better. Lord, we love you so much for what you did on that old cross. Thank you for dying for my sins. And I ask these things through your precious name. Amen.
Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Commissioner Hogan. Seated. Thank you, Chet. Okay. All right, commissioners, in your package is the minutes from the previous meeting. Okay, motion by Roberts. Need a second. Got a second by Commissioner Martin. All in favor of filing the minutes, say aye. Aye. Anyone opposed? So moved. Thank you. Okay, communications from the mayor. We have several things tonight, and I'd like to start out right now with the Economic Development Board and the Chamber of Commerce. In the chamber. Jordan, you ready?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Sarah with you?
No, Vonda's with me.
Vonda, come on up. If you're not gonna say nothing, everybody needs to see you. Vonda's our new.
Economic Development Director.
There you go.
There we go.
There you go.
Angie, if you'll put present right there on the top right, that'll help us get into it. Just present there on the bottom. There we go. Thank you. Tonight, we just wanted to speak to you guys about what we're doing with the Economic Development Board, the Robertson County School System, and the Chamber of Commerce. Our program of work is robust when it comes to workforce development. We all see now hiring signs everywhere. And one of the things that we have tried to do is convene all of our industry partners, our higher education partners, as well as our K-12 partners to identify ways that we can really help fill those available jobs that are here in Robertson County. So here's a few things that we're currently doing. You can go to the next slide. Here's why we're doing it. The Chamber Board of Directors, along with the Robertson County Economic Development Board and the school system, are collaborating on an aggressive program of work to strengthen the workforce in our community, giving all businesses the opportunity to thrive. How many have seen help wanted signs or now hiring signs? And how many of you know a high school graduate that's graduating high school and is going straight into the workforce? Many of you. So for a long time, we were all very strategically focused on making sure our students went straight to post-secondary education. But we know, not just in our county, but across the United States, a lot of those students are entering the workforce. And our school system has done a fantastic job with their CTE department, making sure those students are qualified. But we haven't always done a good job of making sure the business partners are aligned with our education partners. So here are some things that we're doing to help identify ways that we can help create collaboration, both with our industry, small business and large business in our school system. The first thing that we do is our professional development day for CTE teachers. So CTE teachers are career technical education teachers. We identified pretty early on that if our educators don't know about the available job opportunities within Robertson County, they can't advocate for our employers. So we spend a day in September each year, and we load the teachers up, about 70 of them, as well as high school guidance counselors and some principals. And we tour them around to industry partner. James Wade's here today. He's with AirTech. He's our past chair of the Chamber Board. And we immerse those educators in our local industry so that they know about the available job opportunities within Robertson County. Those job opportunities vary. They may be traditional manufacturing, but most of them are very high-tech jobs, as well as a lot of administrative positions, marketing opportunities, small business development opportunities, entrepreneurship opportunities. There are a lot of trade opportunities, but our educators didn't know about the jobs that are available here. So that is why we spend an entire day with our educators, making sure they know about the available jobs. We also do a youth leadership program. That's really revamping. We're calling that youth leadership, but it really is a meld between youth leadership and youth manufacturing experience. These are students who've identified themselves as entering the workforce immediately upon graduation. So they'll be immersed into a really robust program to make sure they know about all the available opportunities within Robertson County industry. We do a job shadowing program. This is a big deal. This is called the Carol Sletto Job Shadowing Program. COVID killed it for a while, but we're bringing it back, Dr. Causey, and we're so excited with CTE. The job shadowing opportunity is available to all Robertson County high school juniors. So that's about 1,000 students, 1,200 students, something like that. So those students complete a resume, they fill out an application, and they tell us exactly what they think they want to be when they grow up. Then we do our very best to match them with a professional in that line of work to allow them to spend an entire day in that program of work, in that industry. We do a high school senior job fair. This is one of my, to me, it's probably the most impactful thing the Chamber does. We do it along with the Economic Development Board and the school system. So first we go into the schools and we advise students, hey, if you're going straight into the workforce, this is a great chance for you. Because a lot of you are applying online, but you're not hearing anything back. We've taken that personal interaction away from applicants. So this is an opportunity for them to meet the potential employers face to face. We make sure that they are ready with a resume. We go in and teach a resume class. We teach soft skill classes like shaking hands and eye contact. And then we make sure they are dressed for success. And we remove barriers. If a student comes in and says, you know, I don't have the means to make sure I have really nice clothes to wear to an interview, we have business partners across the county who are willing to make sure those needs are met. Shoe Sensation does shoes, Belk does clothes, Redefined Boutique on the Square does clothing. Whatever we can do to make sure that student comes in ready to succeed and really meet those employers. Last year we had 20 employers. I think James's team said they had 54 resumes given to them. And I don't know if any of you are in hiring right now, but there hadn't been 54 resumes given in a year, or less than a day. So these are students who are ready to enter the workforce, and these are our local employers ready to hire them. And then the last thing that we do is the 8th grade career exploration fair. So if you'll notice, one of the handouts I gave you is how workforce meets education. So this is a timeline of what we do. We start in the 8th grade introducing 8th graders to available opportunities within Robertson County. So this is the 8th grade career exploration fair. The first thing that they do is take a youth science assessment. And the school system pays for that. That U-Science assessment allows the student to identify both their interest and their aptitude. So not just what they're good at, but also what they're interested in, or not just what they're interested in, also what they could possibly be good at. A really great thing about this event are so many students are introduced to job opportunities they never thought possible. And I'll give you an example. My son has always thought he wanted to do engineering. We have a small farm. He knew he didn't want to do that. He thought he wanted to do engineering. Well, then through the 8th grade career exploration fair, because of his aptitude, he tested for agriculture. He heard from a local agriculture professional who has an agriculture engineer on staff. So now Tucker is incredibly interested in engineering agriculture, and he's exploring careers within the industry. He would have never even considered that had he not done the career exploration fair. All right, Angie. We had 80 CTE teachers and guidance counselors go through those industries, air tech, bath fitter, and Electrolux. This year, we're doing that a little bit differently. This year, we're going to actually have a lot of the industries go into the classroom and learn about the curriculum that they're teaching and help give feedback on what will benefit those employers and also the students. The 8th grade career exploration fair, again, that is a great, over 30% of the students said that they learned about an industry or a career option that they didn't even know was available, because they only know about careers that are in their circle of influence, what their parents do, what their grandparents do, what their neighbors do. They really don't know anything outside of that circle. So this 8th grade career exploration fair really opens their eyes. We talked about the high school senior job fair, about 90 students, 6 high schools, 17 employers. It was an amazing day, a great deal of success from our local employers, again, both small and large, and our government partners. The school system had a table there. The city of Springfield had a table there, hiring people, and they received a ton of applicants. And then last but not least, celebrating our work-ready graduates. Again, for years, we've really strategically focused on celebrating students who were going straight to college. We need the students to know if they've done the work to be work ready, that's worth celebrating as well, especially if we've had an opportunity to match them with a local employer. So we've purchased cords that those students who have earned any industry certification will also be recognized at graduation with a cord. And that's new, and I'm thankful to the school system for allowing us to pilot that at Joe Burns. We hope to roll that out to all of Robertson County schools next year. Some goals we have coming up: industry-specific internships and work-based learning. The school system, with a grant that they just received, are going to invest in that heavily, and we want to partner right alongside them. We want to celebrate those work-ready graduates. Like we said, we're doing it at Joe Burns this year. We hope to do it again at all the schools next year. We want to create partnerships between leaders, both within the classroom and outside of the classroom, to make sure that if a business teacher needs a resource, that they know who in our community can provide that resource. It's a great way for them to fill the gap, to make sure they have local professionals going into the classroom and teaching students about what is actually needed in their line of work. And then again, the U-Science assessment. That, I can't brag enough about that. For a long time, we did another assessment that was kind of surface. It was really all about what the student was interested in. But you also need what the student's aptitude is for. They may not know they would be great in industrial manufacturing. The number one 8th grade career this year, the number one aha moment for the students was transportation and logistics. Nobody thinks they want to be a truck driver. Nobody thinks they want to do distribution logistics until they hear from a professional in that line of work, hear about their salary, their benefits, hear about the training requirements, and all of a sudden they're like, maybe I do want to do that as a profession. So this is also in partnership with our the Tennessee College of Applied Technology, TCCE, right? TCAT, Tennessee College of Applied Technology. We just did a ribbon cutting there with the air tech, bath fitter, the school system, CTE department, and the Tennessee Board of Regents. We applied for $1 million grant and received it. And that grant has now, you can see it on 7th Avenue, right in downtown Springfield. They are teaching mechatronics and CIT. So that was a huge gap that we realized. Our employers constantly said, hey, we're really struggling finding those information technology professionals. What can we do to solve that problem? So in partnership, both, this is a great example of public-private partnerships and partnerships with our industry partners. We applied for that grant. It's called the GIVE Grant, Governors Invest in Vocational Education 2.0, and we were awarded $1 million and just cut the ribbon on that. So
If you haven't seen $1 million worth of robotic equipment, well, go take a tour of the
Yeah.
TCAP facility.
It's amazing.
It's amazing. And it's really neat to see the industry partners who come and visit and, talk about programs that are available for their incumbent employees, to see the smiles on their faces and the excitement in their eyes as to the potential that
Yeah,
it is for.
that TCAP facility is not available just to high school seniors. It's also available to adult learners. And if you're a high school senior and want to go straight into that program of work, you can apply for the Hope Scholarship. It will pay for it 100%. If you go back to school after you've been at work for a while, you go back to school, the Reconnect Scholarship grant will pay for 100% of that program of work as well. So that's just upskilling our current workforce to make sure they are making the highest income possible to put that right back in Robertson County. All right, I think the last slide is just, do you have any questions? All right, I left you a few goodies. One, this is our Livability magazine that's published every year. You can also find this link online at livability.com. Livability is the largest relocation website in the country, and we chose this company because of that. This company, link is sent out when any large industry is listed about relocating to a community. So we wanted to make sure we had a nice profile on there. It's a great one document guide to all that Robertson County has to offer. And then selfless plug, I gave you a little quick fact sheet on the Chamber of Commerce as well, who we are and what we do. All right. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. If, everyone really needs to go see that book. Me and something to see. Thank you, Jordan. Vonda. The chamber is very important to Robertson County. Trust me, gang. They keep me informed. And that ribbon cutting. All right, in my communications, I want to recognize that the annual law enforcement award ceremony is noon, Thursday, May the 18th at the courthouse, which is at this Thursday. You can try to attend because this week, May 15th through 21st, is National Police Week. Anything you want to add to that, Sheriff?
Appreciate seeing everybody Thursday.
Okay, thank you. All right, you see the little green ribbon on this? I'm not doing Patrick's Day. May is National Mental Health Awareness Month. If you noticed all the ribbons around the chamber and the courthouse, it's being aware of mental health. And I'll put a plug in for Judge Perry right quick. He is starting a program along with the opioid program for the rehab, something Robertson County hasn't had, but very much needed. Yeah, we're going to start that. And I think other than that, I got to put a plug in for Dr. Causey. High school graduations. How many classes has this been for you, Dr. Causey?
Excuse me, I'm sorry.
I didn't wake you up. How many classes have you had graduated since you've been?
We have 6 that start on Wednesday night.
Yeah, but how many classes since you've been superintendent?
6, this is my 6th,
This be your 6th year?
so about 35, 36.
All right, I'm gonna make this announcement for him. We're gonna start out Springfield Thursday night at 7:00 on the football field.
We start tomorrow, we start Wednesday night with Phoenix Academy.
Okay, I didn't have that one down.
And that one's actually located it's the only one inside it. It'll be an Innovation Academy at 7:00 as well.
Okay, Phoenix Academy. All right. 7:00. Then Thursday at Springfield, football field, 7:00. Friday, East Robinson at 7:00 at their football field. Joe Burns will be 10:00 Saturday morning.
We're at.
Yeah.
You ain't got to tell me twice. And I sat there and cooked. And you talking about soul. Yeah, 10:00 and wear a hat. Bring an umbrella, something. All right, White House Heritage is Saturday at 7:00. Football field.
2 on Saturday, yes, sir.
Okay. And then Greenbrier will be Monday night, May the 22nd at 6:00.
At 6:00.
Football field. Thank you, Doc, for all the work you do.
Any commissioners would like to go and attend and be up on, we don't have a stage, but be up in the front, just let the school principal know or let me know directly. We'll make sure it's ABC.
Thank you. Ken, it's in your district. It means a lot to the kids, and I noticed the parents noticed it too. I missed one and I heard about it, so. They do notice if you're not there. Yeah. I think that's all I got in the communications. Okay, we'll move to our reports. Item 7, we'll start out with the Highway Department. Any questions or comments? Trustees Department, any questions or comments? Solid Waste, any questions or comments? Let me just add, while we're talking about solid waste. If you've been down there the last 2 or 3 weeks, you see what's been going on. Bi County shut down their commercial. And at their site down there off of one of the exits, and we have been overrun. One time we've got 2 lines, about 11 o'clock, it'll thin out a little bit, but we're probably getting close to 200,000 pounds of trash a day more than we was getting 3 weeks ago. And therefore, it's getting hard to clean the floor off. The state says you got to keep the floor clean. The guy that trucks our trash, he went and bought 4 or 5 extra trailers and hired 3 drivers at a time that you can't find them. And they have been working, they worked all day Saturday getting that floor clean. But this morning was kind of back to normal, but I think another 2 weeks we'll be by that problem. Right, Bubba?
I think so. Most of our back up.
A lot of our commercial trash goes straight down there because it's cheaper. When you pull over the scales, it's higher because we got to load it back up and send it out. So we really, and it's Robeson County people. It's not people. I've been down there 2 or 3 times checking license. And the shingles are coming in too. It's just been a double whammy. But when you go over the scales, you'll see that we're making money too. And we got a resolution to take care of that problem. All right, EMA report. Any questions or comments? Veteran Services, any questions or comments? The fire report, any questions or comments? Planning, any questions or comments? Animal control, any questions or comments? I think we're wrapping up on that project. It's going to be something to be proud of. EMS, any questions or comments? And last, the finance report. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, I'll take a motion to approve the reports. Got a motion by Roberts. A second by Commissioner Bobby Cows. Before the report's been filed, say aye. Aye. Anyone opposed, say no. So moved, they are filed. Okay, we'll move down to we'll skip item 8. We have no elections or appointments at this time. We'll go straight to our public hearing for our zoning resolutions. Madam Clerk has already pulled up the 3-minute sign in front of me. At this time, I'll invite the public to be part of the county commission. Amanda, you and Trey ready? Or Amanda, you by yourself? Trey, would you like to come up? You don't look like it, but I want you to come up. This time, this will be part of our public hearing. As we name these resolutions for zoning, I'll invite the public to speak on this. I ask you to state your name and your address, and the Madam Clerk has got a 3-minute clock on you. Trey, would you use Amanda, the ones that maybe?
Yes, this is Amanda Harrington. She's with Greater Nashville Regional Council out of Nashville, GNRC. I think they have 13 counties. Every county entity and city within that county, those counties participate. We wish Amanda could be here for all our meetings, but she's usually at McEwen. This lady does our communities and 10 others, 11. So, but GNRC's been a huge benefit to us. We're going through literally the zoning resolution, the sub-regs, and a little bit of everything. So, Amanda.
I think she's been a godsend to you. I've tried to hire her. GNRC don't want to hear that, but that's one thing. We pay our dues to GNRC and we get people like her to help us lead us through this growth. Okay, man.
Right. So we're beginning with the rezoning request AG2 to RP 80. Resolution number 0515233043, David Joyce. Rezone 5.09 acres from AG2 to RP 80 on Youngblow Road, tax map 46, parcel 17, 8th voting district.
Okay, does anyone here in public like to speak to this matter? Okay, hearing none, Ms. Amanda?
All right. Resolution number 0515230044, Eston Cross. Rezone 6.05 acres from AG2 to RP 80 on Hall Road, tax map 116, parcel 104, third voting district.
Is anyone here for the cross resolution? Seeing none, Ms. Amanda?
Resolution number 0515230045, William Mason. Rezone 6.217 acres from AG2 to RP 80 on Greer Road, tax map 140, parcel 44.01, fourth voting district.
Is anyone here to speak on that resolution? Seeing none, Ms. Amanda?
All right, rezoning request from AG2 to R40. Resolution number 0515230046, Jeff Wilson. Rezone 4.52 acres from AG2 to R40 on Henson School Road, tax map 103, parcel 49, third voting district.
Is anyone here to speak on that resolution? Hearing none, Ms. Amanda?
Rezoning request from R40 to AG2. Resolution number 0515230047, Gary Payne. Rezone 27.30 acres from R40 to AG2 on Highway 76 East. Tax map 105, parcel 66.02, third voting district.
Is anyone here to speak on that resolution? Hearing none. Now, we did Jeff Wilson, didn't we, Amanda?
Yes.
Okay, all right.
Yes,
All right, hearing none, I'm gonna close the part of the public hearing to the public and come back to the county commissioners. We'll start with David Joyce, 8th District, MAG 2 to RP 80. I need a motion. Got a motion by Bubba Doris. I need a second. Got a second by Commissioner Hogan. Is there any questions from Ms. Amanda?
I'm related to Mr. Joyce, Mayor. Just wanted to feel that.
Gonna be honest about it?
I am. I'm honest in everything, whether I'm related or not.
I trust you. I trust you, Commissioner. I see no reason you couldn't vote. Question being called. If you're for that resolution, vote yes. If you're against it, vote no. At 21 for, 0 against, that zoning resolution passes. Okay, we'll move to Eden Cross, rezoning 6 acres from Ag 2 to RP 80, the third voting district. I need a motion.
So moved.
Got a motion, Commissioner Rummel. I need a second. Got a second by Roberts. Any questions from Ms. Amanda? Question being called. If you're for that resolution, vote yes. If you're against it, vote no. Got 21 for, 0 against. That resolution passes. We'll move down to William Mason, 6 acres, Ag 2, RP 80, fourth voting district. Any questions from Ms. Amanda? Question been called. I need a, all right, give me a motion, somebody. Motion by Darrell Woodard. Need a second. Now, does anybody want to ask Mr. Amanda a question? Question being called. Thank you, Mr. Roberts. You're for that resolution, vote yes. Against it, vote no. I got 21 for, 0 against. That resolution passes. Okay, we're going from Ag 2 to R40. I got Jeff Wilson, 4.5 acres, third voting district. Need a motion?
Mayor, I have a question on this one.
This one? Okay, let me get a motion in a second, okay? I got a motion by Commissioner White. I need a second. Got a second by Commissioner Roberts. Okay, Mr. Stroud, you got a question?
Yeah, I just want to ask Amanda, so on this one where we're going AG2 to R40, it seems like it's in kind of the same area of density as a lot of these that we're going from AG2 to RP80. I mean, just educate me on why this one fits R40 there.
Great question. So first, that's what was listed on the application. That was the applicant's request. My evaluation is based specifically on the dimensional requirements of the underlying zone and whether or not property can support that. So anything past that, I don't have any prior knowledge of the applicant or the rhyme or reason besides that.
Okay.
Anyone else?
Question.
All right, question being called. If you're for this resolution of zoning, vote yes. If you're against, vote no. Got 21 for, 0 against. That resolution passes. Okay, R40 to Ag 2. Here's somebody going back to Ag. Gary Payne in the 3rd District. I need a motion. Got a motion by Commissioner Rummel, a second by Commissioner Summers. Any questions for Amanda? Question been called. If you're for this resolution, vote yes. If you're against it, vote no. I got 21 for, 0 against. That resolution passes. Thank you, Miss Amanda, and thank you, Trey.
Thank you.
Good job. Commissioner Couch, you got a question, Commissioner Roberts?
Yeah, I'd just like to say, I appreciate the way that the commission has, planning commission presents this to us now as far as our packets and everything. It's just so much nicer. It's just.
Thank you, Commissioner Roberts. We've done a lot of work, thanks to some good people, and we got a long way to go. But I feel like we're moving into an area where, with this growth coming, we got to get out of maybe the way we was doing things that just, hey, we're catching up with times. When y'all vote and we have to make decisions, I want you to be educated and know what we're voting on and what these people are doing to try to protect the citizens of Robinson County. Okay, Commissioner Couch, this is move into our resolutions.
We'll hold your seat.
Bobby, did you bring your bottle of water with you?
Madam Clerk, Mr. Mayor, fellow commissioners, honored guests. We've got a little bit to talk about tonight. I would like to start out by inviting everyone. I'm going to ask Ms. Jody to make sure she sends out the schedule for our budget meetings, and I hope everybody knows they're invited to those anytime, but we've got some decisions to make. We had a reassessment, which I'm sure a lot of people know about, and we've got we're a little bit of money out, so we've got some decisions. It would be better if you were there. You saw the process. I'm not telling you have to be there, but maybe you can understand how we got there before we get to here. So, Ms. Jody, I'm sure we'll send that out, that schedule. We're meeting tomorrow night at 4:30, and we'll be meeting, I think, most Tuesdays for the next little bit. If you can find time, I think you would find it interesting. So the first resolution we're going to talk about tonight was withdrawn. It was 041-7234-3040, and we had to have a second reading on that, and we're going to withdraw it because there's not a need for it now. So that's good news. All right. The first resolution I'd like to present is 051-523-048. I can get a motion, we can discuss.
Okay, I need a second. Commissioner Haley, thank you. Discussion?
This is a motion for, to buy a new van for building and ground. And they needed, and they were able to take money out of different parts of their funds, and they're going to try and buy a van for $38,000 and haul their chemicals legally. So I think it's a good move.
Yeah, I think we was breaking the law. I didn't know. Question being called. If you're for this resolution for building and grounds, vote yes. Against it, vote no. We got 21 for, 0 against. That resolution passes. Commissioner Couch.
I'd like resolution 051-523-049. If I get a second, we can discuss.
Got a second by Commissioner Billy Ray Doris.
So we're in the car business. We're trying to buy a vehicle for our building inspector to drive because everything there's over 200,000 miles and he's got to go look at stuff. That's just 35,000. If we can, hoping we can find a good vehicle for that.
Yeah, we're looking for a used vehicle. Any questions? All right, question being called before this resolution, vote yes. If against it, vote no. Got 21 for, 0 against. I declare the resolution passes. Thank you, commissioners. I got a dilapidated farm truck better what they got in zoning. Commissioner Cows.
This is resolution 051523050. This is another vehicle, that we're looking for a vehicle for a supervisor for the EMS. Same situation, they were out.
Okay, I got a second by Commissioner Pierce. Any discussion?
Question.
Question being called. For this resolution, vote yes. If against it, vote no. Got 21 for, 0 against. That resolution passes. Commissioner Cows.
This is resolution 051523051. And this is money to hire a part-time person for the veteran services.
Okay, if you'll notice that, that comes out of the county commission budget because veteran services is in that budget. All right, I got a second by Commissioner Hogan. Any discussion? Question being called. You're for that resolution, vote yes. If against it, vote no. I got 21 for and 0 against. That resolution passes.
I might add, regarding that last motion, this part of the idea is for this part-time person to start training because Terry is going to retire at the end of this year. Is that right?
Terry's fixing to retire and, I'm glad he's retiring if he wants to. I would have thought somebody would have stole him away from us anyway, because Terry and Buzzard will raise his hand in praise.
Yeah.
Terry does great work for this, for our
Yeah.
veterans of this county.
We do appreciate what you do, Terry. But the idea is, if I understand it right, is to get this person transitioned in to where we can fill that role later.
Yes,
Okay, just so everybody know, they do a great job.
it's gonna take just a year just for them to get their feet underneath them, so they think they know what they're doing.
Yeah, there you go.
Thank you, Mr. Couch.
All right, this is resolution 051523052. And it is talking about what the mayor talked about earlier, solid waste.
Okay, I got a second by Commissioner Martin. Generally, we had to, it takes about $300,000 a month to ship the trash out of Robeson County. Because of this extra trash we've been getting, it just wasn't, the money wasn't there, but this money will come back because this is going over scales and we'll be reimbursed. Anybody got any discussion on that?
Question.
Mr.
I know there are a lot of residents that are concerned about not being able to get their trash because people are coming in from the outside. I hope we can resolve that.
Well, this case here, I've been walking the line down there. It's commercial trash. And, I looked at every license plate and I didn't see a one out of Robeson County.
I'm getting calls for
Yeah.
residents in Robertson County that are disappointed. It's coming from outside, but I know we're making money on it, but they say they can't.
Are they saying they're coming to the collection center or to the collection centers in the county?
Here in Robertson County, they're coming, residents from Robertson County. A man called me, said he wasn't able to take his cardboard and other stuff that he's a resident here, but he's not being able to get it in because there's so many other people coming from outside. He's called about it, so I'm just.
Not out by me, I hadn't seen it.
Solid waste.
It's just one guy. 2 hour wait.
I got that phone call too.
Yeah.
I got that phone call.
And, you know, we've got some people that thinks commercial trash is supposed to go to the convenience centers, and that's not where it's supposed to go. And everything I've seen is coming out there is Robeson County commercial trash that has been rerouted back to our transfer station, because those people don't want to come to the transfer station, moving scales. They'd rather go haul it straight and get a discount. So that's where it's pretty well I've been down there a lot, and hey, Corey and Randy Wilson, them, they've been watching this. Now, if you tell me there's somebody slipping in these convenience centers out of Sumner or out of Kentucky, I won't argue with it. Yeah.
No, I don't know that.
Now,
Yes, sir.
Mr. Mayor, I know there's difficulty with some of the convenience centers, but isn't there a hold on delivering cardboard to our convenience centers now?
that is supposed to be, Bobby, that's supposed to be recycled.
I know it.
Freezer goes in there, but right now, if you haul off recycled cardboard, you're having to pay them to take it.
That's right.
We don't budget that. So it's best thing to do is carry it to the landfill until the federal government gets their act together on recycling. Yeah. There's no money in recycling. If you're having to pay somebody to pick the junk out of it. It's a problem nationwide.
Question.
Question being called. If you're for this resolution, vote yes. If you're against it, vote no. I got 21 for and 0 against. That resolution passes. Mr. Katz?
This is resolution 051523054. And this is dealing with a grant, a TEMA grant, and it's the expenditure of that money for emergency services in 88.
Maybe
Did we do
you skip 530.
Oh,
Voting machine.
oh, no,
You got it?
I did. I
Okay.
jumped right past it. 051523053. This is for the voting machines, a grant from the federal and state government to pay for new voting machines.
I got a second by Commissioner Martin. Question being called. If you're for this resolution, vote yes. If you're against it, vote no. That shows you how this county's growing when you gotta have more voting machines. And maybe more people vote. I got 21 for and 0 against. That resolution passes. Commissioner Katz?
We'll try this again. 051523054. This is a grant for TEMA.
I got a second by Commissioner Stubblefield. Any questions for Commissioner Katz?
Question.
Question being called. If you're for this resolution, vote yes. If you're against it, vote no. I got 21 for, 0 against. That resolution passes. Thank you. Mr. Katz.
That's resolution 051523055. This is buying the pagers for the volunteer fire departments, 10 per fire department.
Yes.
Now, this is coming from our, what, I guess,
We're covering,
the ARPA money.
yeah.
Okay, we decided to help the fire departments out. I got a second by Commissioner Brinkley. Any discussion for Commissioner Couch?
Question.
Question being called. If you're for that resolution, vote yes. If you vote no. We got 21 for and 0 against. That resolution passes. Commissioner Couch.
Yes, sir. 051523056. This is something, this is to finish the animal control center. There are some drainage issues and we had to put a grinder pump in.
Yeah, we had put a grinder in to get rid of the, what are we getting rid of, Mr. Couch?
Animal feces.
I got a second by Commissioner Roberts. I got his man like to speak, Commissioner Rummel.
Mr. Chairman, I know this was kind of an anticipated expense. I understand it kind of predates my role on the commission. Are there any other expenses associated with the Animal Control Center that we should be expecting to come forward?
We believe this will finish it.
We think that's going to finish it.
The grinder pump, we knew nothing about. If this was a condition of
This is a request from the city of Springfield.
the Springfield said, you can't do this unless you do this. So the reason is there and it makes sense. So,
Thank you.
yes, sir.
Believe me, a lot of chopping needs to be done on it. Has anybody else got a question, Mr. Couch? Question being called. If you're for this resolution, vote yes. If you're against it, vote no. Got 21 for, 0 against. That resolution passes. Commissioner Cows.
This is resolution 051523057.
Wait a minute.
Am I skip a note?
We need to do a second reading on the, yeah, we need to do a second reading. Taking it out of funds, and it needs to be done. Yeah.
You do that.
I need a motion.
I move that we have a second reading on this particular resolution 0515230056.
Okay, I got a motion by Hogan, second by Billy Ray Doris. Any questions why we're gonna do a second reading?
Question.
Question been called. If you're for this on the second reading, vote yes. If you're against it, vote no. Wait a minute. We're voting for second reading, and then we'll vote to the resolution. Vote to suspend the rules.
That's what.
If you're ready to suspend the rules, vote yes. If you're against it, vote no. Thank you, Madam Clerk. I'm watching the clock. Anybody opposed? Okay, all right, Commissioner Couch, take off.
Yes, sir. So this is a second reading of this motion to finish building the Animal Control Center at the amount of $186,380.
All right, got a second by Haley.
Question.
Question being called. You're for passing this money for animal control on the second reading? Say aye or vote aye. If you're against it, vote no. Getting hot up here. 21 for, 0 against. I declare resolution passes on the second reading. Commissioner Cows.
Yes, sir. This is resolution 051523057.
I got a second by Commissioner Woodard.
This is $50,000 for ADA improvements in the courthouse.
This
In the county building.
in the county building.
And additional plumbing repairs in the jail.
Yeah, this is the first reading. The jail is something that's been looked at, that's going to be done, but the courthouse, we've got water running down in one of the judge's chambers. He's not too happy about it. There's not no need of fixing it because he keeps doing it.
This in the roof.
That ain't the roof on it? Is this for study?
No, this is for ADA. This is for the plumbing in the jail.
Okay.
And this is for we'll get to the roof.
We'll get to the roof, all right. All right, I got a second by Woodard. Any questions?
Questions?
All right, if you're for this resolution, vote yes. If you're against it, vote no.
We need to do some files. Okay.
Got 21 for, 0 against. That resolution passes on the first reading. Commissioner Cows.
Yes, sir. Resolution 051523058. This is for the Register of Deeds.
I got it.
Reserves for new computers.
I got it.
This computer is,
Second by Commissioner Stubblefield. Any questions for Commissioner Cows?
Question.
Question being called. If you're for that resolution, vote yes. If you're against it, vote no. I got 21 for, 0 against. That resolution passes. Commissioner Cows.
yes, sir. 051523059. This is a federal grant through the state to the sheriff's department. And this is a various capital outlay.
I got a second by Commissioner Woodard. Any questions for Commissioner Cows? Question being called. You don't want me to explain this machine. Question being called. If you're for this resolution, vote yes. Against it, vote no. Trust me, it's money well spent.
Yes.
I got 21 for, 0 against. That resolution passes. Okay, Commissioner Cows.
Okay, this is resolution 051523060. This is for the roof. And we need to talk about this if you want to. I think it's money well spent.
I got a second by Commissioner White. I'm willing to hear a motion to make Trey a member of the court, where he can explain what our game plan is here on this. This is the roof at the office building that was torn during the storm.
So moved.
Okay, everyone want to make Trey a member of the court, say aye. Aye. You want to oppose? Okay, Trey. While he's coming up, you see all these resolutions that the budget committee had last week or last, whenever. That's why it's important to come and just see what all's coming up against the county right now. Trey, go ahead.
All of you are aware, I guess it was on that Thursday, Friday, when that windstorm came through and blew the roof off. We were fortunate to have some connections with some consultants we use and contractors we use, whatnot. It was Joe Ford, JRC, the roofing company. They came and did an emergency patch on the roof. What is there now is not going to last. If we were to have to not go emergency and get an architect to completely design it, advertise it, go through that process, it would likely be the end of October, early November before we're doing anything with the roof. It's a very dangerous situation. It's not over dramatizing or anything. But the way that roof is, it's all the upper main part of the county office building. It's like 10,000 square feet. But we have literally 3 or 4 layers of roofing up there that were never removed. The roofing that's up there now is called a Butler system. It's a metal roof. They penetrated through the upper concrete deck, which is depending on the floor you're on, it's a ceiling or a slab, but there it's the ceiling because it's on the 4th floor, and put anchors through. And we think the reason it held for nearly 20 years is because the anchors held, but it was letting moisture in. There was moisture trapped in some old layers. It got to rusting the anchors away. And when that storm hit, it was literally like a catapult. It's not exaggeration. And the problem was when they attached that roof, whoever did it, there's these capstones. Now, capstones used to be really historical value. People wanted to keep them. These were actually formed and poured. But all those capstones sitting on all the parapet wall around the perimeter of our building are literally just sitting there by weight. They have 2 dowels in them that are keeping them from falling off the building.
And they weigh what?
300 to 500 pounds a piece. So when they attached that roof to it and then those anchors gave way, it literally launched those. We got one that drove up and by Miss Angie's drive-through window that buried in the ground a foot. It's lucky we didn't kill somebody. They threw them as far over as the parking lot. So it's a very dangerous situation if we don't get it corrected. The same thing could happen again. So we got JRC quoted. We actually had architects, and I'm about to do an estimate. They estimated at $1 million. That's them designing it, bidding it, overseeing the construction, whatnot. We got pricing back from JRC. They will do it. They priced it in 2 parts. There's the main part, 480 something thousand. That's what the insurance, we're dealing with the insurance on. And then there's some other upper areas over there that we really didn't have insurance damage that the insurance, I've had to side with the insurance. There was no damage there for them to pay for. But there's no sense in leaving that. So that was another 150 something. So Budget Committee and Building and Grounds appropriated $650, and we're very wise in doing it because I think we're at $638,000 under emergency repair that they will do it if you all approve it. And they said they can literally have the roof on in 25 to 30 working days and probably start within a week or 2. I'll try to answer any questions if you have any.
Trey, aren't we leaking up there now?
It is. Joe Caven got me a couple of weeks ago. It had leaked as far down as Tom Wilkes' office on the assessor's office. And it wasn't what JRC had patched. It was an adjacent area. It just really flexed that thing and there's leaks in that metal roof.
Trey, are we going with a new system?
Going back to what this building was originally designed for, a EPDM roof. Strip all that stuff off. There is going to be a major inconvenience at the building for 30 days. We're going to cordon off some areas. They're going to have to use a crane to get everything down to demo it. But it will go back with the EPDM roof flat on the concrete surface and open up all the old scupper drains, they call them.
If we get it repaired, will that have us covered up on the insurance that any other damage later?
Yes, as a matter of fact, we're still waiting. It's been 9 or 10 weeks now. We're still trying to settle with the insurance. I did get an email today, and the insurance, are sending some more adjusters tomorrow at 10 o'clock to look at the roof again. I don't know why it's taking them so long, but we anticipate an insurance settlement that we will apply to any cash that we spend to go ahead and get the job done. We're hoping they will repair all of the areas that were damaged, which would be $480,000.
Trey, does that come with a 20-year or 30-year warranty on that?
That's a good question. I'll have to look and see. I don't want to tell you wrong, but I'll look and see.
Trey, I noticed it's coming out of the fund balance. Insurance money go back to the fund balance.
Miss Jody, is she still in here?
Right, that's what would happen. They
I just want to be transparent over that.
Yeah.
You're closing the fund down.
That may be something the auditor makes you do.
Yeah.
Any more questions?
Question.
All right, question
Thank you,
being
Frank.
called. If you're for this,
I believe it's money well spent.
all right, if you're for this resolution, vote yes. If you're against it, vote no. We got 21 for, 0 against. That resolution passed. Commissioner Couch, you want to try it again?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Chairman, I move that we do suspend the rules on this particular motion or resolution 0515230060 for this resolution only.
Okay, I got a motion by Hogan, a second by Haley. Any questions on doing the second reading?
Question.
Question being called, voice vote. Thank you. You going against it? Okay, we're going, Commissioner Couch, you can take off again.
Yes, sir. This is resolution 0515230060, the second reading.
Got a second by Commissioner Hogan.
Question.
Question being called. If you're for this resolution, spending this money on the second reading, vote yes. If you're against it, vote no. Got 21 for, 0 against. That resolution passes. Thank you. Thank you, Commissioner Couch.
Yes, sir.
Okay, the chair now recognizes Commissioner Stubblefield, representing the EMS committee.
Trying to get paid by the resolution.
Mr. Mayor, Madam Clerk, ladies and gentlemen of the commission and honored guests, I bring to you resolution number 0515230061.
I got a second by Commissioner Roberts. Any questions? Discussion.
This is a resolution that allows Robertson County and Sumner County to aid each other. And this is just a renewal of the contract. We actually went in this time and our contract was a little bit worded a little different than Sumner County. So our attorneys got together, came up with the same resolution. This is the same resolution that Sumner County will be passing. But this is just a renewal of that contract.
Question been called. If you pull this resolution, vote yes. Against it, vote no. I got 21 for, 0 against. That resolution passes. Thank you. We've been a year and a half working on this. Commissioner Stubblefield.
I bring to you resolution number 0515230062. Get a second.
Got a second by Commissioner Martin.
This is a resolution to approve for the Springfield Robertson County Joint Airport Board employees to be enrolled in our Tennessee Consolidated Retirement System.
No, isn't it just for them to bring it?
Romo wants to speak.
Sorry,
Sorry, go on.
I'm sorry, someone else was talking. I didn't want to interrupt.
Oh, yeah, you got your speak button pushed.
All right, thank you. I was curious about any fiscal impact of this on the county. I'm not clear if the airport authority is, I know there's a lot of revenue that comes in from hangars and if it's covered through their own revenue or if the county is going to be picking up the tab for participation with TCRS.
You want to call Gina?
I can speak to that. Yeah, it's gonna be split between the county and the city of Springfield. These people are employees. To be honest with you, they love their work. They must, because they don't get any benefits. And I think everybody deserves retirement, but if you'd like to question an airport board person, Gina Holt is here and I think she'd be glad to address that if you want to make a member of the court.
So moved.
Okay, all in favor of making Gina Holt a member of the court, say aye. Aye. You want to oppose? Commissioner Roberts, I got you up to speak next if you want to ask her a question.
Yeah, what I was saying, wasn't this resolution just for them to be able to put it in their budget to bring to the county commission?
This resolution is solely to let them join Tennessee Consolidated. So there's no fiscal impact on this.
Right.
This is just to let them join, just like county employees are members of TCRS. City of Springfield employees are members of TCRS, this will get them, because they have, as Mayor Vogel said, they have no benefits. They haven't had health insurance, they haven't had, until this year, they hadn't even had a vacation or holidays or anything. So this year we have some health insurance, and we're trying to get the retirement, and it will be effective July 1. Now, I know, apparently, I think there was a little confusion because there is a budget attached. I'll say that the budget is attached only because the state wanted to see a line item that said retirement. So that would just show that we're serious. This is the proposed budget for the airport, but that is for a later time when the budget committee will go over the airport's request. So tonight, the resolution is solely simple. Employees want to join TCRS, and that's all it is.
Anyone else?
Question.
All right, question. Thank you. Ms. Holt. Thank you. Appreciate your work on the airport board.
It's a pleasure.
Okay, question been called. If you're for this resolution, vote yes. If you're against it, vote no. What is that record? I got 21-4-0 against. That resolution passes. Commissioner Stubblefield.
Resolution number 051-523-063. This is a resolution to authorize our county mayor to execute on our E911 interlocal dispatch agreement.
Okay, I got a second by Commissioner White. Discussion?
I got a question.
All right, Commissioner, wait a minute. Mr. Brinkley beat you to it. Mr. Brinkley.
I just wanted to make a note where it's got the city of White House. Bearsfield is not the mayor anymore. That might need to be changed.
Okay, we'll just make a note of that.
There's another one.
Yeah, it's, I expect one at Ridge Top's changed too.
Have,
The what?
Timothy Shaw, is that who the
Yeah.
mayor is now?
Okay,
And Alfred Pierce is not the mayor of City of Orlando either.
okay, well,
I swear.
I think we can go ahead and pass this and, because it's really to the alderman. Yeah. And it's something that's, we've always done.
This is just a renewal of this
Just a
contract.
new agreement that they're gonna pay their 911 fees to be a part of our 911 system.
It's renewable every year. Every year we'll be back, right, the same agreement unless things change.
Okay, Commissioner Moore.
This report that's attached to it for 2022, where does that report come from? Who puts that report together?
It goes by a formula made by the CTASC and MTASC. And then Rachel Payne, who's the director of the E911, does those calculations.
Okay, because I see an error. I don't see Coopertown paying for fire calls. And I don't see Orlando paying for police calls, and I don't see Ridge Top
Got a cop.
paying for police calls.
Orlando don't have a police department, do they?
No, I don't have one.
So they don't have police, but Coopertown, they should be paying for their own fire calls. They're a city. We only pay for the county. But right now, the county's paying for the Coopertown fire calls.
As well.
Paying, yes. So who does this report and why is it
It comes out of 911 office.
not accurate?
It came out of 911, but CTASC and MTASC set up the different cities, and why those were left out, I don't know, but that's something that we probably need to address. Because one municipality is completely left out. Cedar Hill is not in there at all.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, if the city does not have a fire department, then the county automatically, I've got some people nodding their head back there. If the city does not have a fire department, then the county automatically gets it. Yeah. Because those are the two that don't have a fire department, Cedar Hill and Coopertown.
They don't have a police department, so County pays for that.
So if a city is a city and they don't have a fire department, the county's responsible?
Automatic.
Automatic. That's a federal regulation?
Say that comes, between M-Task and C-Task.
I think that came out of CTASC and MTASC jointly.
I just want to make sure I understand because I've gotten several reports out of
City's got to furnish some kind of service to be a city. Now, it could be the police department or they might have a road department. I was told one city said all they got to do is furnish a street light to be called a city.
Well, I know they're paying Pleasant View, but I just wanted to make sure. Okay.
Yeah. It's, Robertson County's a different animal. It might be a dinosaur, but it's different. All right, any more questions, Commissioner Stubblefield? Thank you, Commissioner Moore.
Question.
Question being called. If you for that resolution, vote yes. Against it, vote no. Those are good questions, Ms. Moore. Thank you. Got 21 for and 0 against. That resolution passes. Mr. Stubblefield.
Resolution number 051-523-064. This is a resolution to approve delinquent tax sale.
Okay, I got a second by Commissioner Billy Ray Doris.
This is a sale that was approved by Springfield. It's here locally here in Springfield. And now we're coming to us. The property has taxes due on both from city and county. I think the total amount that's due is about $5,900. And we have a bid to sell it for $2,500. It's been off the tax rolls since 2006. We just need to get it back on the tax rolls and start generating some income.
Okay, any questions for Commissioner Stubblefield? Question being called. If you for this resolution, vote yes. Against it, vote no. Got 21 for, 0 against. That resolution passes. Thank you, Commissioner Stubblefield.
Thank you.
Chair now recognizes Commissioner Steve Haley, Chairman of the Education Committee.
Got the resolution everybody's been looking forward to. That's one. County Mayor, Ms. Groves, Mr. Biggers, fellow commissioners, citizens of Robertson County, I present to you Resolution 051523065. This is declared surplus property for the school board, and it is the laptops we're donating to the seniors that are graduating.
I got a second by Commissioner Stacy Moore. Any more discussion for Commissioner Haley?
Question.
Question being called. For that resolution, vote yes. Against it, vote no. Got 21 for, 0 against. Resolution passed. Okay, is there any old business bring from the commission? Seeing none, is there any new business?
Mr. Mayor, I'd like to make sure we invite everyone to our Bluegrass Festival this weekend in Cross Plains.
Okay.
It's Friday night, come out for the junior fiddle competition and the barn dance afterwards. And then all day Saturday, we'll be having different bands come in all day long to play. So we'd love to have y'all come.
Okay. Anyone else? I appreciate the crowd being here tonight, bearing with us. Okay, if that's all, Commissioner Doris, Bubba Doris, you ain't made a motion all night.
We got the
Notaries.
notaries.
Mr. Bobby Hogan, step up now.
Well, I just want to give you a chance to, Bubba's important. We need to get out of here. Mr. Mayor, I have reviewed all the applications of those wishing to become a notary. I recommend that we elect all of those that have applied to be a notary for the county of Robertson and the great state of Tennessee.
Okay, I got a second by Commissioner Brinkley. And Commissioner Stroud wants to make a comment.
No, I don't. I promise I don't. I just want to go home.
Somebody hit your button. Was it Commissioner Ayers?
Yeah.
Wasn't me.
Okay, Commissioner Doris, would you like to make a motion?
And we voted on this.
No, if you're for this, you'll say aye. Anyone opposed? Now, Bubba.
I make a motion to adjourn.
Okay. So moved.